Right, all right. Let me just make sure that I'm boosting my internet connection. And are we live, guys? Let me know there in the chat if we're live. I'm uh checking to see, making sure that we are good to go. Just let me know there in the chat if we are good, if audio is good. Oh man. I just came back from bowling about an hour ago with the kids, so you know, a little bit tired, but I'm good, I'm good. Just let me know there in the chat. Let me see who's there in the chat. Anders right away. Yay. How you doing, Anders? How's everything? Any traveling? Or you're done with traveling for now, right? Just got back from Norway, so I'm sure you're a little bit done with traveling for now. All right. We hear you. Good, good, good. I was just grabbing my coffee real quick before we start chatting. This is gonna be like about 2 hours, maybe a little bit over 2 hours, like we always do, of chatting. Stocks, life, food, everything. One thing I wanted to talk about actually, Jeremy posted a comment earlier today, is that I was talking in today's portfolio update video about maybe about Bank of America pretty much. So that might be a topic today. The financial sector, especially with President Trump's announcing the credit card 10% only news that he's trying to like cut it back, not have the credit cards continue to charge like 20, 25, 30% in credit cards. Like it's gonna be at 10% only. So let me see. Anders not ready for the next 2 weeks. Going to be long weeks and weekends. Okay. All right, let me see. Anders, no travel for a few months planned at least. All right, who else is in here in the chat? Come on. You guys gotta put some highs in there in the chat. I wanna know who's there. Casey's in the chat, Korean Cardboard. How you doing, man? Can you turn up your mic, please? Okay, let me turn it up a little bit. How about now? Let me know there. Hold on, I can turn it up a little bit more actually. Yeah, how about now? Let me know there. Should be good. Let me see. I'm checking my phone. Just let me know there in the chat. There's 5 of you guys and 5 likes. Awesome. Who else is there in the chat? Jeremy, Tim, where you guys at? But yeah, let me know who else is there in the chat. I do wanna let me open the portfolio real quick. I want to talk a little bit about the portfolio. Let me see. Oh, much better. Okay, good. Let me see. Better. Good. I can even turn it up a little bit more actually. All right. Let me see. Right there. Everybody's saying hi to each other. All right. What did you guys buy this week? Let me know there in the chat. Anders, KC. Let me know, what did you guys buy this week? I'm gonna be showing you in a minute. What stocks did I buy this week? I did forget to buy some Coca-Cola. I want to start throwing like some $10 every week into Coca-Cola, trying to build up that position real quick. So yeah, let me see. Korean Cardboard, yes. All right, good. Formerly B Carter, BKC96. All right. Oh yeah, I think I had you in the spreadsheet, in the SCHD spreadsheet. All right. Jeremy's there in the chat too. What's up, Jeremy? Nice. But I did forget to buy like a little bit more of Coca-Cola. One position that I definitely need to build up some more. Let me see what's good. Brock wants me to buy Equix, EQIX, from X. Nice to see you there in the chat, X. Why does Grok wants you to buy that specifically? Let me see. We'll probably take a look at it, X, real quick. Tons of SGOV to refill up my cash fund after taking 8,600 out to put in my Roth IRA. Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember you said you were gonna make some move to the Roth, so that's good. 8,600. Wow, that's nice. Nice right there. And there's what's up, V? How you doing, man? Hello everyone. So nice to see you there, V. I did sell a small Korean baseball card collection for 4K to a Korean, but haven't sent it to my US bank yet. Oh, okay. Wow, 4K. Nice. Nice. What are you planning on buying with that? Like which stocks, ETFs, or are you planning on doing Roth? You know, that's nice amount right there. 4K. Very nice amount. All right. There's 10 of you guys in there. Don't forget to hit the like button so you guys can continue to support the stream. And man, what was I gonna show you guys? I know I want to talk about my portfolio, of course. I want to talk about Bank of America. You know, Jeremy, I know you're there. Bank of America, especially with the banks. Banks have been performing very good in the last year. You know, that's something we could probably start with that real quick. Let me see. Korean Cardboard. I plan to buy QQQM and SPY. Nice buys right there. Nice buys. You know, pretty safe right there. Good ETFs. Maybe Main and O. Okay, so for some dividends. Right there. Monthly dividends with Main Street Capital and Realty Income. Main Street Capital is another one of my positions that I need to grow even more, man. You know, I have my position is pretty small in Main Street Capital. Let me show you guys real quick. But my portfolio, to anyone that is new to the channel, is at 33,900. I pretty much crossed the 34,000 this week, but then it went back down to 33,900. Guess I bought some O and MAA again. Okay, the apartments REIT this week. Guess my auto trading still buys some every week. Okay. Yeah, the MAA, when we looked at it, I kind of liked it. You know, I thought it was pretty cool. Let me see. I want to get both Main and O to $10 a month. Nice. That'll be great, man. $10 a month. Ask Grok to make their own REIT portfolio, and it was all AI and data infrastructure. Well, you know, so I think there's a REIT that pretty much invests in everything in data centers, right? Like in data centers REITs. Like I think there's one that I saw in a recent video from one of the content creators. So, but yeah. Oh dear, we have visitors. I will watch the replay later. Have fun, everyone. Okay, nice, JL. Thank you for stopping by real quick to say hi. Yeah, definitely. You know, have fun. Enjoy your time with your friends and family, and you know, we'll see you later in the replay. Definitely. LOLX, shocking. Yep. It is gonna want you to invest in AI, you know, because it is an AI generated, you know. So it is definitely. Although the idea to add a data center REIT to my MIAA and O brokerage account has me tempted. It's not a bad idea, honestly. You know, what's a good data center REIT out there? I remember seeing one, but I don't remember the ticker symbol anymore. I didn't even write it down, to be honest with you. I was thinking of buying a little SMH ETF, semiconductors. Yeah, that one has performed pretty good, honestly. Korean Cardboard. That one has performed good. SMH. It has, what is it? NVIDIA, TSM, I think it also has in there, AMD. It also has cybersecurity too. In that, no, that one doesn't have cybersecurity. It's VGT, sorry. That one it is only semiconductor. A-Bone, how's is it going, everyone in the chat? Nice to see you there in the chat too. But my portfolio right now, I got 363.3 shares of SCHD. Got 7.9% in gains from that position. Google and Amazon are in the second and third spot in my portfolio. Google, I still have 8.2 shares. Amazon, I only have 9.3 shares. I would love to buy even more. Let's see what happens in the market. But I got 98.9% of gains in Google. I even reached 100% in gains in Google, in my Google position. which right now is 8% of my portfolio, of my full portfolio. Amazon is 6.82%. Have any of you guys taken gains from Google, from your Google positions? Any of you that have invested in Google? Let me know there in the chat. Amazon, Johnson & Johnson, 10.4. I got 31% in gains. I haven't bought any more since it went up like into the 190s and 200s. I feel like it was yesterday when I was buying at 150s in Johnson & Johnson. Good evening, Boom. Pick up. Okay, nice, nice. Let me see. Realty Income, I only got 35.7 shares and 3% of gains only in this position. FXAIX, I haven't been buying any FXAIX, any S&P. I honestly need to start doing that once again, but I know that the S&P is pretty much at all-time highs right now. So I don't know. I think I'm also okay with not investing anything into the S&P 500 right now. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know, hopefully the market will give us some correction where I can buy some more again at a cheaper price. PG, Procter & Gamble, 12.9 shares. I'm almost at 13 shares already. 3.61% down. I'm in losses in here. My cost per share is at 147. I like the share that I bought at 138, honestly. Let me see. Visa. I got 4.74 shares. Jeremy, you spoke about this one in the comment earlier about Visa. Maybe there will be an opportunity soon. 22.6% in gains. I do have $441 in cash right now. So I wouldn't mind spending some of that cash in Visa if it does give us an opportunity. I know President Trump mentioned something about credit card interest rates, bringing them down to 10%, where that's like the max that they can charge. I haven't read all the details yet, but I know there's something like that out there. And one of my positions is Bank of America. I think Bank of America will be, oh man, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like, it's not gonna benefit Bank of America if interest rates get cut like that from the credit cards. But I have 96% in gains from my Bank of America position. And if we take a look right here in Gemini, I put real quick how the financial sector has performed in the last year. And Bank of America have a 24% in gains, where JP Morgan Chase has 34%, and then Wells Fargo has 36%. So the financial sector has been performing very, very good in the last year so far. In the S&P 500, in the last year, in the S&P 500 sector has performed 16.8%, almost 17% in gains from that sector. Vanguard's financial index fund, 17.1% also that it has had in gains from that sector. So it has been performing very good. I think they're gonna continue to perform well, but it all depends on the news that come up, right? And the guidance that they're gonna give this week, because they have earnings this week. What's gonna be the future guidance from JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Citi is another one, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, BlackRock. What's gonna be their guidance? I'm just looking at Bank of America right now because that's the one that I'm investing in, and it was supposed to be a swing trade in my portfolio. I was supposed to be out already. Once it reached 50, that was my goal. Once it reached $50 a share, I was going to cut Bank of America from my portfolio, honestly. I was going to sell all of it. But I just been looking at the gains as it continues to grow, and their earnings have been good too as of recently. Hold on, I'm going to open up Bank of America real quick in the screen. But if you see in the earnings, let me just open up only the earnings. The revenue right here, it has been growing slowly, but it has been growing year over year, every quarter. So right now, the Q4 estimate is at $27.5 billion. So that is definitely great growth compared to $25.5 billion. So that's like $2 billion more than Q4 last year. So that is some very good revenue. In the earnings per share, there's also some growth in there. So they estimate 0.96 cents. In the last quarter, they estimated 0.94 cents, and they got $1.06. So they have some great beat right there in earnings per share. So I don't know, Bank of America is just looking good. It's looking like it's gonna continue growing. So if the revenue and earnings continue to grow, share price should follow right behind it. So that is the reason why I haven't sold. Could we see $60 per share in Bank of America? Maybe I could take some gains there. I don't know, or am I just thinking about it too much? Am I just holding too long? And maybe I should just take some gains. You know, what do you guys think there in the chat? Any of you guys that hold any of those bank stocks in there and you're looking forward to the earnings this week, let me know there in the chat. While I sip a little bit of coffee. I had to have some coffee real quick so I can have some energy today. This is my pick me up in the afternoons pretty much. A little bit of coffee. But I went bowling earlier. I did not do that bad. So it was awesome. My kids have fun. My kids had a lot of fun, man. But yeah, let me know there in the chat if any of you guys are looking forward to any. I know some of you hold JP Morgan Chase. I know someone mentioned in the chat earlier today, JP Morgan Chase, and this one, they estimate a Q4 revenue of 46.02. That's the estimates right now. And then let me see the Q4 of last year. It was a 41. Actually, the estimate was 41.7 billion. And the actual, it was 43.74. So that's definitely great growth right there from JPM. Let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look in the bigger screen. Let's open it up right here. I know this one has been performing very, very well. Honestly, I should have gone with JP Morgan Chase. I don't know, you know, I should have gone with JP Morgan Chase. I have JPM. KC, man, you know, I wish I was there with you. Man, with JP Morgan. JP Morgan has been performing very good. Has beaten earnings per share for the past 2 years, pretty much. Has beaten the estimate in earnings per share too. The earnings per share right now is $4.92. That's the estimates. The Q3 actual earnings per share was $5.07. So definitely, let me see. I looked at MS at 100, but didn't pull the trigger. Wow. All right, let me see what else. M, nice to see you there in the chat too. M, I don't hold any banks, but I listen to their earnings calls guidance. Okay, that's good. But yeah, JP Morgan Chase, if you see the share price appreciation, let me open up the last year. 34.8% in gains from JP Morgan Chase. And in the last 5 years, 134% from this bank right here. Definitely great gains. If any of you are JP Morgan Chase shareholders, this one has been performing very, very well. And that's not including the dividend. The dividend is at, let me see, the dividend yield is at 1.82% right now. Bank of America's dividend, it is at, I'll tell you right now. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. It is at dividend yield 2.01% in Bank of America. That's the dividend yield right there. My cost per share, because it's at $28.49, that causes that my yield on cost, which is right here, 3.93%. I got an almost 4% dividend yield in my Bank of America position. Right now, I earned almost $32 from this position in dividends, but really considering moving on. And I know that maybe this news about the credit card interest might affect some of these credit card companies, like for example, Visa, MasterCard, American Express. But one thing that you guys need to know, right, is that Visa generates its revenue as a technology middleman, not a bank. Unlike traditional banks, Visa does not issue cards, set interest rates, or lend money. that is something that you guys got to take into consideration. And hopefully the share price does take a hit in Visa, because I really want to build up my position even more. My JPN average share is $159, but haven't bought in a while. I need to buy more. Oh, maybe this year you'll get an opportunity there. Just don't rush yourself into buying. But yeah, instead it earns revenue by charging fees for the secure use of its global payment network, VisaNet, which connects consumers, merchants, and financial institutions. Data processing revenue is 36% of it, right there. So a small fixed fee per transaction, pretty much. Service revenue also 31%, and then international transaction revenue 25%, right there. There's other revenue that the company has, which equals to 8%. But one thing I did wanted to tell you guys is that Visa does not issue credit or lend money. This is something else that I have put right here. Does Visa issue credit? And no, it does not issue credit, does not lend money. And I think once, like, if it does happen where Trump cuts the interest rates on credit cards to where it is at 10%, I think I think a lot of people are just gonna use cards even more, and that's gonna benefit Visa and MasterCard too, because they are pretty much the middleman right there. SBRA is healthcare. CNBC on halftime. She like for upside. Okay. So Michael, how you doing, man? In the chat. Let me see, Jeremy. I agree. BAC looks technically and fundamentally fine. I just worry there may be a small sell-off over the credit card interest rate thing, and if it is a swing trade, you should protect your capital. Yeah, I agree 100%, Jeremy. I agree. And since you mentioned that earlier in the portfolio update video, I've been thinking about it even more. I did a little bit more research, and I'm like, yeah, and I wouldn't mind, like you put on there, you kind of like read my mind, because I would love to build my Visa position even more. I know that Visa has a small dividend, but the dividend growth has been great. 14, 13, 15%, somewhere around there, year over year. So yeah, also people will probably also panic sell V, so may create a buying opportunity. Yeah, I have some cash, Jeremy, and I do want to build up that position. I wouldn't mind throwing the $400 something that I have in my portfolio right now. I think I have, hold on, I'll show you guys right now. But I do have about $418. I do need to spend some on the weekly challenge for the month of January on SCHD tomorrow. And I wanted to buy a few dollars of Coca-Cola because I totally forgot to make the purchase on Friday, which I wanted to. I'm up 19.8%. But yeah, I agree with you. I think some people will panic sell, especially anyone that is just investing in Visa for the name and is not knowledgeable or with the business per se. So I think that will create some good opportunities there, honestly. And I'm waiting for it. Thank you for putting that in the comment earlier, Jeremy. That was definitely a W right there. W comment. And if you guys haven't seen the portfolio update episode, just go in there, look at Jeremy's comment in there. I thought it was great. Very good points right there too. So I'm just looking. Yeah, maybe I will maybe take some gains. I wouldn't mind taking some gains. I also want to take some of these gains from Bank of America, from a Bank of America position. This is just my dividend portfolio right here. And I would love to buy some more SCHD because I have a nice goal for SCHD this year, which I gotta share with you guys. I just didn't get a chance to work on much yesterday. I was very, very busy, and usually I work on it on Saturday. So I didn't get a chance yesterday to work on it. But let me know there in the chat, guys. What is your opinion on banks, on the news right now? Let me know there in the chat. I'm really curious to know. Unless you guys don't hold any banks or nothing, and you guys are pretty much not even looking at those. but I do like Visa a lot, so it is one stock that I would love to build up even more. There's 21 of you guys in there. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Very, very important to continue to support the stream, the live stream. I love doing these live streams anyways with you guys, so I don't mind. But I wanna see some comments in there. Finanzas con Estilo earnings season starting this week. Fire, nice, yeah. I was just showing in the right here. Let me show the calendar real quick. Yeah, I was just talking about it. So I'm looking forward to Bank of America, like I mentioned before. But I'm sure some of you guys are looking at JP Morgan Chase, Citi, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, and BlackRock too. Morgan Stanley also, another one. BlackRock will be interesting too. That will be an interesting one to see. BK also, the Bank of New York, right here. And this one is Delta Airlines. Any of you have any airline stocks? Let me know there in the chat. Let me see from X. Visa and MasterCard need to stay away from anime. Why? What do you mean anime? If you can give me like a little bit more input on that, I really would love to know. What do you mean by that from anime? Because I do watch some anime. You know, I've been watching Ragnarok. I'm almost done. I do have to finish Jujutsu Kaisen. I am in season 2. I think I am. Yeah, but I started watching Ragnarok. Season 3 came out, so I was watching that. But let me know there. Let me see. And there's no airlines. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't think airlines don't call my attention. Honestly, it's one business that don't call my attention for me to invest in. Although I did almost end up owning an airline once. Okay, all right. Which one? Let me know there. Don't leave me hanging right there with the dots at the end. You know, just let me know which one, Anders. But yeah, man. I was watching some Netflix yesterday. Man, I'm telling you, Netflix might be one that might enter my portfolio, but I'm gonna be careful with it. I'm not gonna rush into it. I'm not just gonna go ahead and DCA into it like right now. You know what I mean? I am going to wait. I'm even reconsidering. I kind of wanted to enter like around $84, $85, right around there. But I might go even lower. I might wait even a little bit more, because I wanna invest in Netflix. Not for the Warner Brothers deal, which I think, I think is gonna benefit them. I think Netflix is gonna use those franchises very well. I think they're gonna market those franchises like Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, DC universe, all of that. I think they're gonna market that pretty good, and I think that is gonna help them in the long run. It's not gonna help them in a year. If I invest in Netflix, is because I'm gonna hold it for like at least a minimum of 3 years. I need to hold it before I start seeing some nice gains, and especially if that deal goes through. Also, let me see. No airlines, but I hold ACHR. Okay, ACHR. What is that? Let me see. ACHR. Parker Aviation. Isn't that one the one? There was one that I think it was Anders that put it there in the chat of some pretty cool planes. Let me see. This is the one that M put there in the chat. It's at $8.81. After hours is up 1%. We're gonna take a look at 8 o'clock in the after hours to see how the stock market is gonna open tomorrow. We're gonna take a look at that, so stay there in the chat, guys. Very, very important. Let me see how's the performance. This one, down 16% in the last year, down 15% in the last 5 years. Are you up in your position, M? I'm hoping you are. Let me see. They are long gone. Was a small airline in Norway. I put 1K into as a 15-year-old. Knowing it was super long shot, was the 9th largest owner until proof. Oh, okay. I hope you didn't lose your money there. Netflix has support at $82 and $84. Yeah, that looks like a better better share price to go into Netflix. Especially, I might do something crazy to get into Netflix. Honestly, I hold ACHR2 music, $3.40 cost. Wow, that is good. That is good, Jeremy. That is good. You bought right here. Probably in 2024, you probably bought in the dip, and then it just went right up. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, all right. What else did I wanted to say? Yeah, so I do wanna enter Netflix. I do wanna add it to the growth portfolio, honestly. But I am looking into that a little bit more. I just wanna go with a share price where if they have organic growth, I'm good. The company continues to grow because I really like Netflix. I think Netflix is a good business. It's a great company, I think, in my opinion. Futures are all down about 0.25% so far tonight. Gold and silver still pumping. Wow. Gold and silver have been on a run. Definitely been on a run. Definitely. I know if any of you guys are holding any gold or any silver, you guys are definitely having some very nice gains. I'm up on the position, but only 4.19%. Okay. You bought recently, maybe. All right. Let me see. Who else have put a comment in here? I think it was X earlier. And I wanted to see what it was. Equix. EQIX. Let me see real quick. Which is this one right here. Shortens the path to boundless connectivity anywhere in the world. Is digital infrastructure. It's a REIT. It's a REIT. It's an AI REIT, pretty much. It's at $800. So this is a premium REIT. And the price target is $946, 18.2% upside from here. Let me see, the share price is down almost 16% in the last year. In the last 5 years, it's up 15.5%. Let me see, the dividend is 2.3%. Let me see if I can see the FFO information. It doesn't have that. The payout ratio, it's only at 66%, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. Let me see. The AFFO is growing. The 965. Funds from operation is also growing, so that's a good sign right there. So it's looking good, this REIT right here. But, it's very pricey for me to accumulate any shares. Dividend growth 10%. That was the last one right there. So yeah. Wow. All right, let me see. Time to sell my physical silver, maybe. Not a bad time right now. Not a bad time. Especially at all-time highs, right? I think it's at all-time highs. Yeah, I picked up 600 shares of ACHR, all under $3.50. Sold 200 shares at $12. Wow. Nice right there. Nice moves, Jeremy. Nice moves. Nice moves. Insane price. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm with you on this one, Em. Very nice move from Jeremy. Wow. Pretty nice gains. Holy Cruz, just check how much my silver is worth. So I'm sure you're looking at it and you're like, wow, hold on, I gotta sell some of this. If you sell some of it, where are you gonna put your gains? Are you gonna put it into like an ETF or something like that? Gives you some dividends or something that will give you some more growth? Let me see what else. Let me open up my portfolio real quick. But I really, really would love to add some more Coca-Cola to my portfolio too. That one. IBIT, I'm not done. iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF. Any of you guys follow crypto? It has been very volatile. I think Bitcoin is like around 90,000 once again, if I'm not mistaken. I'm down 11.3% in this position. 19.8 shares I have in this one. Let me see. Silver to pork bellies. Oh, man, Anders. But yeah, I'm down 11.3% in this position, but I'm not done building it. I want to build it even more, honestly. I want to build my Bitcoin even more. Let me see. I don't think I have my Google watch list. I don't think I have it open. Let me see my Google watch list. I gotta open it up. Silver is trying to break through to new highs at the moment. Nice. I don't know. I would be like so. I don't know, but well, I have very nice gains in Bank of America, and I'm having a hard time selling it. So I don't know. I might have a hard time selling. Like if I hold silver, I'll probably have a hard time selling my silver. Man, should have bought Broad Market Venezuela ETF up 100% in the last week. Wow. What's the ticker symbol? Let me know there, Anders. I'm gonna wait for the ticker symbol. I want to take a look at it. I want to take a look at the Venezuela ETF. But BTC Bitcoin. Let me show you guys while Anders gives me the ticker symbol for Venezuela's ETF. $90,800 right now. Let me see. Last 5 days is pretty much down 3%. Yeah, it has been going down once again. It was at $94,000 recently. Yeah, I think it was almost 94,000. It was a 93.8 at 93,800. Let me see, 80 something $1,000. Yeah. I'm just gonna try to build up this position a little bit more, honestly, in IBIT. Because right now it is on a downtrend, and it's just giving an opportunity right now for me to build up my position even more. And let's see where it goes. Ethereum is at $3,100 right now. In the last 5 days, it's down 3.5%. So it has been going down once again. And in the last 6 months, it's still up 5%. Last year is down 5%. Last 5 years is up 163%. So it's still up. LOL, I have no idea if there is one. Just saw the market is overall up. Okay. I really thought there was one, Anders, honestly. I really thought there was one, man. You know, I really thought there was. Let me see. XRP is right now at $2.05. This might be one that I need to you know, maybe enter this. Maybe create like an account in Robinhood, like somebody mentioned last week. Melly has been heading back up, unfortunately. Really wanted it under $1,700 to start a position. That one was one. I really like Melly. I really like Mercado Libre. Let me put it right here. I really like it. I really like that stock, especially for the future. I wanted to add it to my Roth portfolio. I wanted to add Melly. It is right now at $2,100. Let me see. In the last 5 days, it's up 10.3%. Wow. Are they announcing earnings soon? Oh, it's in February 19. That's when they're announcing earnings. The price target is $2,800, Jeremy. 31.9% from here. Analysts are still calling this a strong buy. Yeah, they're growing very good, man. This company is growing good. Look at this. Look at that chart. Just growing and growing. Let me see the share price real quick. In the last year, it's up 25%. He only went as low as $1,900 though. But I think this one, Jeremy, I don't know. If you're looking into long term, I think this one is gonna be really good in the future. Because there's nothing more than they're gonna expand even more. You know, they got platforms in Brazil, Mexico, Argentina, and internationally. And I think this one is just gonna expand more and more and more. And as some of those other countries in South America, Central America, continue to upgrade, right? You know, because they're gonna continue to upgrade, get more into like the way the US is, pretty much in the future, because the US is more advanced than some of those countries, right? But once they get to where the US was a couple years ago, or maybe now, uh, that's going to benefit that company even more. You know, that's going to benefit that company a lot. Someone has filed with SEC to create one. Okay. Silver just broke to new all-time highs, about to hit $83 an ounce. Wow. Wow. But if we take a look right here at Mercado Libre, look at that revenue. It's right now $7.4 billion. Revenue growth year over year. Look at this. 39%, 33%, 41%. I know crazy growth has slowed down already, but they're still growing very good, the revenue. 39% growth every quarter, year over year. That's definitely great. Let me see. Operating income is looking good. Shares outstanding, let me see. Yeah, pretty flat. They're not even issuing shares like that, you know. The earnings per share is also growing. Look at this. $8.30. Let me see. So my 4,000 grams is just going up. Wow, 4,000. That's a whole lot, Anders. That's a whole lot. I don't know. Let me see. Earnings per share, yep, is growing. Free cash flow is also growing. Look at this, $2.6 billion. Free cash flow per share is at $51. Let me see. The profit margin is in the positive at 5.6%. So yeah, free cash flow margin is also in the positive, 35%. Yeah, this company looks good, man. I like Meli. Which one of you guys hold Meli? Mercado Libre. I really like it. I really like this company. I kind of want to add it to my Roth just because it's an international company pretty much. They have a lot of debt, but I'm sure they could clear the debt, you know, in some time. But I do like this company. I haven't seen, hold on. Let me see something real quick. Balance sheet. Do they have, let me see. Let me see. Oh, they don't have, let me see. I'm taking a look, real quick. Other operating, oh, stock-based compensation. Let me take a look at the stock-based compensation. Hold on, let me do the quarterly. I like to do the quarterly. And I like to look at this. The stock-based compensation, yeah, it has grown. I don't like this too much, but you know, it went down in the last quarter to 64 million. But I would love for it to go down, to stay down like that. Bought at about 7 an ounce. Wow. Wow. And you definitely have some great gains right there with your silver. Meli look great, just looks better, cheaper. Yeah, I agree, Jeremy. Just wait, you know, just wait patiently for a nice opportunity. But it does look good. It does look good, Meli. I would love to add this one to my Roth portfolio. Doesn't everything look better cheaper unless you already won? Yeah, that is true. That is very, very true. Let me see real quick. So there's 18 of you guys there, 9 likes. Please don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Very, very important. Let me see what else right here. In my full portfolio, Vici Properties also. Any of you guys buying Vici Properties? I'm at 59 shares right now. I want to get to 60. Hopefully in the upcoming weeks, I'll get to 60 shares. And I know there was a lot of people talking about, you know, the tourism in Las Vegas and all that. But just remember that Vici does not conduct businesses. They just collect the rent. So regardless of how, you know, the businesses got to take care of their own business. They have to pay the rent, you know. So Vici is going to continue collecting that rent. Already one owned. Begging for $250 to $300 VTI again. Yeah, no kidding. VTI, that's the total stock market, right? Yeah, Vanguard's total stock market. I don't know about that, you know. He might get corrected, but I don't know if it's gonna be like that much to the 250s. I don't know. It is at all-time highs right now. Look at this. In the last 5 years, 71.8%. Yeah, this is a good one right there. But Vici Properties, you know, I've been growing that one right there. My income is also growing with it. I got $1,750 invested in Vici Properties. Visa, I would love for it. Jeremy, you know, I am hoping that it does have some type of correction with those news, and it just gives me an opportunity. If it goes under $300, I would love for it to go under $200, under $300. Once again, honestly, that's where I would love Visa. Bank of America, Main Street Capital only got 17.8 shares. I need to buy more. I anchored to the share price in Main Street Capital to $39.69. That's my cost per share right now. I'm up 54% in just collecting the dividend. Starbucks, I haven't really looked into Starbucks as of lately. Let's take a quick look. I haven't even taken a look at Starbucks in like the past 2 quarters, pretty much. I've been letting it ride. PE ratios at 54, forward PE 37. Dividend is at 2.79%. Price target is $98, so an upside of 11% from here. In the last year, is down 4%. In the last 5 years, is down almost 16%. Take a look at the financials real quick. Operating revenue is growing. It's at 8.96 billion. Yep. Other revenue is also growing in the last quarter. Let me see the revenue. It's at $9.5 billion. Revenue growth has slowed down a lot. It's only at 5% right now. It was in the negative. It's actually growing. In the last quarter, it has actually growing. I guess Brian Niccol is doing something right. Brian Niccol is doing something right. Let me see the operating income. It's at $1 billion. Let me see what else. Let me see the shares outstanding real quick. They're buying back shares, so that's a good sign right there. 1.14. Let me see. The earnings per share has been going down a lot. I gotta see the debt. There might be paying off, like, you know, a nice amount of debt. Let me see. The gross margin is 23%. Operating margin is 10%. Profit margin only 1%. Wow. Free cash flow margin is 9%. Let me see the balance sheet real quick. Let me see the total debt. It's at $26.6 billion. Wow. It's a whole lot of debt. I don't know. Maybe this one will be is going to be in the chopping block too. In the near future. In my portfolio. Payout ratios at 150%. Yeah. I don't know. This one might be in the chopping block too. Goals. I just bought 2 shares of JetQ. I have been buying S&P 500 in Roth IRA and 401k. That now is the best time to buy dividend second income. Okay, good. Nice, nice. Pretty much my 401k is it's almost all of it S&P in my 401k, and it has been growing very good. I created a separate spreadsheet where I have my 401k, my Roth IRA, so I can keep track of it. And I like it. I like keeping track of it in there. Let me see. Bringer of dividends. Did anybody beat the S&P 500 in 2025? I almost did. Wow, nice. You know, what was your percentage in returns? I think I made a video on it, but I didn't compare my portfolio to the S&P, honestly. I shouldn't have. Any of you guys beat the S&P 500? That's a very good question right there. That's a good question right there. I want to see any comments there in the chat about that. Let me see. Google plan is to buy one share every week. Once I max out my Roth IRA and my 6 month of EF or emergency fund, I'm going to $500 monthly to JetQ. Wow, that's nice. Ghoul, that's nice. That's pretty nice right there. You know, $500 monthly into JetQ. That's gonna be some nice income, honestly. Very nice income. Very, very nice income right there. And I think JetQ's dividend is at what, like at 10% or something like that? Let me see, JP Morgan Chase, JetQ, the dividend. Let's take a quick look at the dividend. It's at 10.3% yield. Wow. Nice. Nice. Wow. 10% yield. Wow. Nice. What did the S&P end at for the year? I could take a quick look. Let's ask I don't need this one anymore, so let's ask what was the S&P 500 total performance, right? Wins in 2025. It is thinking. I do go to Gemini a lot. All right, so the S&P was hold on. I think this is, yeah. So this is pretty much the total returns. No. Yeah, I think this is hold on. Had a total return of approximately 17.9%. That's including dividends. In 2025, the index started the year at a price of $5,881 and ended up at $6,845. So almost 18%. In share price appreciation alone, it was 16.6% from the S&P 500. I forgot my numbers, honestly. I honestly forgot my numbers. But this is it, Anders. According to Gemini. I like using Gemini a lot. I use it a lot. My 401k is in target date fund. Did about 17% last year. Nice. Pretty much same as the S&P. Yes. Let's go 49ers from the Thrill. They're playing right now? Let me see real quick. Let me see if they're playing. Yeah, we're not going to take a look at the financial sector anymore, right? Let me see. Football. Oh, why isn't it? NFL scores. So Thrills 49ers won against the Eagles. Any Eagles fans? I'm sorry, you know. I'm not a football fan really, but 49ers won 23-19. Bills won 27-24. Packers lost 27-31 to Chicago. Rams beat the Panthers by 3. Wow, they're all close games. Except the Jets and the Bills. The Bills whooped the Jets. Oh my gosh. 35-8. Jeez. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Let me see. Today, the Chargers and Patriots still got to play today. And then tomorrow's Texans and Steelers. But yeah, 49ers won against the Eagles. Right there. All right, let me see. Let me see. Oh, I guess I was right at it for my 401k. Yep. I beat the S&P in my brokerage account 27.7%, and the IRA was 18.2%. Nice, 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 nice. Very, very good beat. David Castro, I'm buying Netflix if it hits $87. Okay, okay. My entry point is lower than that. My entry point is lower than that. But yeah. My entry point is lower than that. But okay. All right. Let me know if you do start a position in Netflix. Let me know. Let me know there in the chat. The hindsight 50/50 was down 5.07%, but it's less than 2% of my portfolio. Okay. Yeah, I smoked the S&P. Oh, Jeremy, nice. Nice approach. I like that. Just with that position right there that you mentioned earlier, we ACH something it was. That was definitely a nice beat right there. Let me see, Ghoul. I beat the S&P 500 by just 4%. Nice. Hey, it's still a beat. You know, it's still a beat, Ghoul. I like that. You know, beating it by 4%. Imagine beating the S&P by 4% every year, you know, for like 10, 20 years. It adds up very well. So, you know, don't underestimate that. Casey, don't say the score. I will watch highlights after. Sorry about that. I just saw them. I just saw the comment in there. But yeah, I checked all the scores already. Leo Ramirez, check this stock is Department of Defense. KTOS. It will go up. Trump is dumping money. Let's take a look. Let's take a look real quick. What is it? KTOS. Let me open it up right here real quick so we can take a look at it. So it's Kratos Defense and Security Solutions Inc. This one provides technology, products, and systems and software for defense, national security, and commercial markets. Other North America, the Asia Pacific, the Middle East, Europe, and internationally. Okay. This one is with drones, I'm guessing. Drone stocks soar as Trump clips the wings of defense mayors. Yeah, it was up 9% in the last day on Friday. Up 43%. Wow, in the last 5 days. Last month is up 47%. In the last year, it's up 292%. Wow, that's a lot. Performing very good. Up 300% in the last 5 years. PE ratios at 959. Forward PE is at 159. Let me see. I think this is a newer company, right? But the revenue is growing very well. Wow, revenue is growing very well. $347 million. Let me see. The growth is at 25.9%. Wow. Operating income. Let me see. They are issuing shares though. It's at 170 million shares. That is going to bring the earnings per share down, which is 0.05 cents. Because they're issuing shares. Gross margin is at 22%. Operating margin is at 2%. Profit margin is barely. It's only at 2.5%. Free cash flow margin is in the negative, 11.8%. Let me see. Total debt. Let me see. It has oh, it doesn't have that much debt. It's been paying off debt. That's a good sign. I like this. Only 134 million. But it has run up a lot, so I don't know. I don't know. Do you think it's gonna continue to go up, Leo? Let me know there in the chat. What's up, guys? The Thrill, nice to see you there, Thrill. My growth stocks beat the S&P, but I have a lot of dividend stocks that did okay for dividend stocks. Okay. My dividend portfolio is mostly, I really want to build up a nice stream of income with that portfolio. That's really my goal with it. I would love for to have a nice stream of income from that portfolio. Let me see, Leo Ramirez. Yes, nice. Hey, bro, hope you are well. I'm working on my channel. Hope to get to where you are one day. Thank you again for motivation. Nice, Mike. Iron Mike. Just share it right there in the chat so I can look at it later on. And thank you for the words, man. You know, I'm just hanging out with you guys. That's all I'm doing. All I'm doing is just hanging out. We're just having like a pretty much this is like it's like a barbershop talk, right? We're just talking. Topics come up. We might talk food. We might talk, we're gonna talk stocks and investments and all that, mainly. But sometimes we might talk food, sports. 49ers won. Some people didn't like that. Some people are excited about it. I'm not a football fan, but I'm just hanging out. I'm just hanging out with you guys, and I love it. I love hanging out with you guys. Even on Wednesday, it was good. I like the live stream on Wednesday too. I thought it was good. But yeah, Mike, just put it in one of the comments in one of the videos so I could take a look at it at the new channel. Want to stop by and support, you know what I mean? Let me know there in the chat. But yeah, let me see what else. Let me show you guys my portfolio. Did you guys see my purchases that I made this week? It was only 4 purchases, really. I didn't buy much. I didn't spend much, honestly. Compared to what I have been buying as of recently. But I did buy my 1 share of SCHD at $28.59. That was one of my purchases. Of course, you guys know that I always gotta buy SCHD. Then I put $15 into Vici properties. I've been slowing down buying Vici properties because I'm pretty much I've been building up a very nice position. But $15 at $27.92. I was able to add another half a share. Then I bought some more Procter & Gamble, about $20 at a share price of $141.70. Another one that I'm just building up even more. And then iBit, I put $25 in there. I need to build up a cash position in my growth portfolio. So that's why I only spent $25. And the share price was at $51.85. And I'm trying to get this position to 25 shares. That's really my goal with iBit. That's really my goal with iBit, pretty much. I'm trying to bring it up to 25 shares. I'm only at 19.8 right now. I'm at 19.8, but I would love to get it to 25 shares. And then I think I'm going to stop. Shell stock is good. Can you give me the ticker symbol? The Great Dishwasher Alive. I like that. I like your name. I like your name. I like your username right there. The Great Dishwasher Alive. I like it. I like it. Let me know the ticker symbol so we can take a look at it real quick. I know Chevron. I think is it Chevron or I think it is Chevron, right? That it went up because I think that's one of the only United States oil companies that operates in Venezuela. I think it's Chevron, right? If I'm not mistaken, CVX, I think it is, and it's performing very well. Oh, hold on, let me put it in the screen. Wasn't it this one? Is it a Chevron? The only one? Yeah, it's up 3.98%. It's up 9% in the last month. Yeah, Leo. Yeah, Chevron is in Venezuela. Yeah. So Chevron has been benefiting a lot from the news or the geopolitics, pretty much, or whatever politics are happening right now. It has been benefiting a lot. So any Chevron shareholders are pretty happy right now. 4.22% dividend. Nice. Price target 6.26%. Let me see. Payout ratio looks very close to 100%. Wow. 96.4. Dividend growth 4.91%. But yeah, any Chevron shareholders, you might see some very nice growth in the near future though. Let me see. From Iron Mike, I wouldn't say it's high quality yet. LOL. I'm mostly experimenting with Gemini to help me with it. And using some text to chat, not ready to use my voice until I can get some microphone. Okay. Look, man, what I've been doing since the beginning, and you guys can see it in my videos from the beginning, I just started. And some of you guys have been here since the beginning. You know, even Maytech, I think Maytech was like my 11th subscriber. And Maytech still every once in a while comments in the videos. And back then, my videos were bad. Like my videos, I think they were bad. I don't think they were good. Looking at it right now, and I'm getting better little by little because I've been learning along the ways. You know, especially just watching some YouTube videos to help you with the audio, with the camera, with all this stuff. And I honestly, I haven't really, you know, I haven't bought anything like top of the line yet, you know, except my MacBook Pro though. That I did spend some money. Because I really wanted one. I really wanted one, and I wanted to go with something good. But my camera is not that expensive. I bought it on Amazon. The mic is not that expensive. I also bought it on Amazon. Later on, I'm gonna invest in those things, you know, better, because I would like to grow my channel even more, right? You know, but just make content. Just make content. Trust me. You know, I'm just here hanging out and just growing the channel pretty much. But just make content. Get used to it. You know, get comfortable. Yeah, I didn't even think I was ever gonna do a live stream, to be honest with you. And I'm just here hanging out with you guys, getting used to it. Just here. Let me see. Notebook LM. Make it create the entire broadcast. Okay. Look, you see there's some ideas right there in the chat. Shell PLC. Okay, let's take a quick look. Take a quick look. PLC. No, that's not. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I think it's this one. I think it's this one. I think I found it. It's SHEL. That's the ticker symbol, right? This is the one. The greatest dishwasher. It's at $70.83. Let me see. 4% yield. Nice. Price target is $81. So 14.6% from here upside. PE ratios at 13. Forward PE at 11. Let me see the share price. In the last year, it's up 9%. Last 5 years is up 76%. Nice. Very nice share price appreciation. Let's take a quick look at the revenue. Ooh, it has been going down. That's not a good sign. Revenue going down is in the negatives. That's not good. Yeah. I am not a fan already. They're buying back shares though, but I wonder with what money? $5.85 billion. 5.85 billion shares, sorry. Earnings per share, because they're buying back shares, the earnings per share is still in the positive. It's at 91 cents. They got a lot of free cash flow. Look at this, $7.6 billion. So I'm guessing they're using it to buy back. Gross margin 25%. Operating margin is 11%. Profit margin 7%. Free cash flow margin is 11.23%. I just wish they were growing their revenue though. Or is this like their organic revenue? Is that what that is? Yeah, look at that payout ratio at 118%. That's not a good sign right there. Dividend growth 4%. I don't know. I'll be worried that they'll cut the dividend, but you know, they're doing a few things right. I just have to take a look a little bit deeper in it, but I don't know. I just learned about that. Don't know how to use it. I use Clipchamp. Okay. Leo, it will go up more. This is just the beginning. Okay. From Chevron. And there's look at it, load sources, and it can create videos. It's Iron Financial. Just nervous for some reason. LOL. I was loading sources but couldn't figure out how to make a video with it. it's all about stocks, earning the market, not my portfolio yet. Okay. Let me see. Iron Mike, you might have to sign up for Studio. Nice thumbnails though. Okay. Hey Jay, at what point would you stop buying into SCHD from David? Um, I'm gonna stop buying SCHD. Oh, that's a very good question, David. I want to say never. I want to say never. But I'll probably stop buying later on once I have once I have once I'm using my dividends though. So probably, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 years from now. But for now, I'm gonna continue buying SCHD every week though. Every week I'm gonna continue buying. I'm gonna continue buying SCHD. I'm gonna buy SCHD for a very long time. I don't think I'm gonna stop buying, honestly, and I'm gonna have the drip on until I start using the dividends for my bills. But right now, no plan on stopping buying SCHD. I will honestly love to give it to my kids in the future, you know. Like whenever I just want them to have SCHD helping them pay the bills, you know, in the future. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Thank you. I have Gemini Pro free for a year since I'm in school. I have to do more research on Studio. Nice. Sacrilegious. What does that mean, Anders? Want to know what does that mean? Shell dividend quarterly 2025 is 71 cents per share in the US. Yeah. A dishwasher. Let me see. Iron Mike, I appreciate you. Yeah, man. Just, you know, oh, man, Mike, I'm telling you. All you gotta do, man, people, and just be who you are, man. Don't change. You know, don't try to be like, you know, like for example, I watch other YouTubers, right? I watch Ryan Williams, who stopped by in the last live stream at the end, in the last Sunday live stream. But I watch Ryan Williams. I still watch him. I watch a few other ones. Joseph Carlson, I watch him. I like their content, but I like to be myself though. I don't want to be, you know, no disrespect to anyone. I think that they are great content creators, you know, and I watch a few more, you know. There's another one that Jeremy got me into. What was his name? Oh my gosh, I got it like at the top of my head. And I watch his content too. I forgot, but you know, I'm just trying, you know, just be yourself, Mike. Just be yourself. You know, I think it's very, very important that you just be yourself. You know, and just start creating content. You know, you just never know. Look at some of these kids, man. Look at I Show Speed, you know, 47 million subscribers, you know, just being himself. You know, just be yourself, you know, learn from it. I even bought like I think it was like a $10 microphone at first. when I was posting like videos without my face, I didn't even, I had like a cheap microphone. I think it was like $10, I think it was. 10, $11. I've been looking into mining companies with talks of US getting away from China for rare earth minerals. Okay. Anders, I'm working on starting my own, so been looking at it a bit. Okay, good. We're still waiting on Anders to create the channel. And Anders, are you gonna keep your AI generated picture or not? Are you gonna keep that picture, or are you gonna make a new one? Let me know. Let me know. Iron Mike, I've been following LAC, but I don't know much about the pick and shovel stuff. What is LAC though? Oh, lithium. I think this is good. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna start taking a look at the after hours pretty soon. This is the one M was looking at, music. LAC, Lithium America. So this one, operating on lithium deposits and chemical processing facilities in the United States and Canada. It was founded in 2023 in the materials sector. How's the let me see, no profit yet. Operating income is still in the negative. So still, I guess, speculative. Yeah, they're issuing shares too, so I don't know. All right, BRKB still around $500. Yeah. I honestly thought it was gonna take a dip. I had it on my watch list. I still have it on my watch list. I thought it was gonna take a dip once and Warren Buffett retired. 10.4% in the last year. The last 5 years, it's up 113%. Nothing wrong with investing in this company, which is pretty much an ETF. It's pretty much an ETF. That's pretty much what you're investing in this. It's a company that is just an ETF with no expense ratio, pretty much. That's pretty much what this company is. An ETF with no expense ratio. That's just crazy, man. That's just crazy. All right, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, guys. There's 16 of you guys there. Very important. Don't forget to hit the like button. Let me see. What are you planning on doing with your growth portfolio in the future? So, David, if you're fairly new to the channel, so when I created the growth portfolio, my plan with it is hopefully sell the positions with gains, with some very nice gains in the future. That I can then take some of those gains and buy some more SCHD and some more dividend stocks or dividend ETFs. That's really my plan with the growth portfolio, and hopefully those work out well. You know, I have some pretty nice. Hold on, let me open it up. Where do I? Let me just open up another screen. You know what? I'm gonna do the Google Slides because I already showed you guys the purchases that I made this week. Let me show you the growth portfolio real quick. So I have right now 38% in gains. It's a $7,100 this portfolio. I got Google at 98%. But Google is one that I regret not adding into the dividend portfolio, honestly. I should have had two Google positions, one here and one in the dividend portfolio. But Amazon, I got 23%. I think this one is gonna perform well this year in Amazon. I have I believe it will. But that's just my opinion, guys. I'm up 40% in VGT. And thinking about adding Netflix. iBit, I'm just starting my positions. I'm down 11%. Hopefully those perform well in the future with the crypto market. So in this one, hopefully I will also sell some shares, take some of the gains, move them into the dividend portfolio, and then buy some more stocks. Probably buy some more SCHD because that's gonna always be my largest position in my portfolio. So that's the plan for the growth portfolio. Sell it, hopefully with gains, and some of that money move it into the dividend portfolio and buy some dividend ETFs. Maybe I'll buy a covered call ETF. You know, like Korean Cardboard can tell you GPIQ. That's one of the ones that I've been looking at. I don't mind. Main thing for me is creating a base. But I really want to hit on earnings that most don't cover, smaller companies. It sucks when you go to look for a video on a company and nobody has covered it. If that's going to be your niche, then that's good, Mike. Just go ahead and start. Why not? I would like to see that. You know, because it's true. There's some small companies. Like, for example, Amazon was small. You know, so if you go ahead and cover some of those, you know, give some good content where people will benefit from it, that would be great. I could probably benefit from it. Just start. I would say just start, Mike. Don't think about it too much, man. Just start. The thrill. I made a mistake of adding SCHD to my kids' college fund when I should have just bought VOO. I would have done way much better. Yeah. I'm thinking I don't want to give SCHD to my kids till later on. I do want them whenever they start investing or whenever I create something for them, which I have been procrastinating a lot. I need to look more into creating an account for them. But I will go with the S&P 500, probably something like VGT or SCHG. That's what I want to go for with them. For them. Sorry. Then later on, I might give them something else like dividend focus. Maybe a new picture for the channel. Okay. But I do like that picture though. I've been telling you, and I ain't lying. I like that picture. I thought it was pretty cool. Iron Mike, I've been following MP and ARRNF. I have shares of the second. That's my biggest secret pick. LMAO. Let's take a quick look. ARRNF. Is it this one right here? Is it this one right here? It's up 69% in the last year. 30 cents. I don't know much about this. I'm guessing this is a penny stock. Oh yes, the mining companies I have don't have the mines built yet. Oh, okay. Tim, good evening everyone. Just got home from a family dinner. Oh, nice. I hope you enjoy your dinner. Tim, I did miss you though. I was about to ask for you soon. But that's good that you had some good family time, family dinner. I went bowling with the kids today. So we had a lot of fun though. And then on the way back, we stopped at McDonald's real quick. I haven't had McDonald's in a while. So we stopped there real quick, grabbed some fries and stuff. My daughter really wanted McDonald's. That's really what it was. And I didn't know where else to go, and I didn't want to kind of like stop anywhere. That would take a long time. So I was like, you know what? Let's just get some McDonald's real quick. But yeah, okay, nice, Tim. Nice to see you there in the chat. Holy smokes, I forgot. Did you see Google partnership with WMT and Shopify? Walmart and Shopify, right? I think that's Shopify. And others to shop directly from Gemini. Also, Walmart partnership with Wing for drone deliveries already in Atlanta. Ooh. Walmart is a good stock, man. Walmart is a good stock. I didn't know about that. Let me see. Yeah, Walmart is a good stock. I'm about to put that into Google Gemini real quick to see how it works. Let me see. In the last year, it's up 24.7%. In the last 5 years, it's up 134%. One of my coworkers invested in Walmart. I think it was in 2024. Yeah, I think it was in 2024, somewhere around there. Yeah, I think it was. But I bought quite a few shares though. And I shouldn't have bought. At the same time, my coworker bought, but 0.82%. Hold on, let me take a look. How do you let me see. Where is it? Where's my Google Gemini? Products. Oops. Let me take a quick look. Let me see. You can buy products from Walmart through an AI-assisted shopping feature. This feature integrates with your Walmart account. Google and Walmart recently launched this feature to streamline shopping. Oh, nice. How to use the feature. Link accounts. Link your Walmart and Google accounts to get full benefits. request recommendations, ask for product suggestions. For example, you can ask, what gear do I need for a winter ski trip? Or add laundry detergent to my cart. Gemini will provide relevant items from Walmart's inventory if your accounts are linked. Wow, this is good. This is good. Oh, Walmart definitely made a good move right there. Definitely Walmart made a good move right there. Wow. Wow, this is so cool. This is pretty cool, you know. That was a good move right there. That was smart. Whoever from Walmart that said, you know, to make this was definitely smart. For sure. For sure. Wow. WMT. I like for the future, for buying goods and things like that. That's one of the companies that I like a lot. Other than Costco, I like Walmart. I think Walmart is a very, very good company to invest in for the future also. Honestly, that is a very good pick. Which one of you hold Walmart in your portfolio? Let me know there in the chat while I go through some of these comments. But yeah, Walmart. I think Walmart is gonna continue. Costco, Amazon. I think those are some stocks that are gonna continue to evolve with the market, with the way things are going. I see a lot of people like that Walmart Plus. I think it is something like that, or their, you know, whatever thing that they have, subscription thing they have. A lot of people like it, especially near me. I hear a lot of people talking about it. They like that one. Some people have that one instead of the Amazon one. So, yeah, I like Walmart and Amazon for the future. Fed news sending markets selling off hard. Okay. Let me take a look. I didn't even take a look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see. I see, Michael. S&P 500 futures. Yeah, it is down from 7,000 to 69.74. Dow is also down. Look at this in the after hours. Wow. Sell off. Does that mean we're gonna have some very nice opportunities tomorrow to buy? Look at gold. Gold is going up. Like Jeremy mentioned earlier, gold is going up. Gold is not playing. Let me see Bitcoin in the after hours. Bitcoin has been going up though. It's at 91,500 once again. So let me see what else they have here. Let me take a look at SCHD and some of these other ones. What else are you guys looking at? SCHD is no, it's not up or nothing like that. Let me take a look at Amazon and Google. Amazon is down almost 1%, not much. Take a look at Google. It's down only 0.6%, so not much. Which companies are like, you know, let me see Chevron. We were looking at this one earlier. Slightly up. There's not much. I wonder which ones are moving the market like so much. Which companies? Is it like the banks? Let me see Bank of America. Slightly down, only 0.8%. Let me see JPM. Yeah, not much. Only down 0.97%. Let me take a look at Visa. Only slightly down, so not much down. I guess a lot of the stocks are down almost 1% or something like that. That's why the market is moving. I wonder what the news are. Just let me know there in the chat. WMT says it's adding drone delivery to 150 stores. Wondering if that could be a headwind for Amazon. Yeah, definitely it's gonna be very tough competition between Amazon and Walmart. I think those are gonna be the two juggernauts in that sector. Jay, I was doing some research and found out this information interesting. 1 out of 8 Americans will need clothing, and wonder if this is the reason Nike sales went up 9%. But there's just, man, there's just so much, you know, I like Nike, don't get me wrong. In the after hours is down. I like Nike. I have Nikes, myself, but in the last 5 days is up 4%. Last month is up 4%. Last 6 months is still down 10.3%. Last year is down 7.5%. Last 5 years is down 54%. Wow, it's a lot. The thing is that there's a lot of competition, man. Thrill. There's a lot of competition, and I have taken so much market share from Nike. Nike's not like the leader anymore. I feel like, I don't know. Let me see. Aaron Mike. It is. They are about to build a mine. They just hire a CEO that specializes in it. Okay, good. Yeah, I bet Amazon take a very short-term hit from the news. Well, let's see. Let's see. That would be good. I want to build my Amazon position a little bit more. But I think Amazon and Walmart are gonna be the two strong ones in the future in the market. Tim, bowling is fun. I try to do that a few times a year. 10 pin all the way. Nice. I'm not a good bowler, but I like to go have fun with the kids. Let me see, Aaron Mike. They do need to secure funds, but government has been giving grants, and there is speculation GM and DOD may contact secure the metals. Okay. What are your top stocks that you plan on getting in for the first time this year besides Netflix? Honestly, I haven't looked at any other ones, David. I haven't looked at any other ones. I do have BRKB on my watch list. I do have Costco in my watch list. I do have what's the other one? SPGI, Moody's. I have all of those in my watch list. Uber is also calling my attention. Hold on, let me tell you right now. Uber, have Meta, have Microsoft. Yeah, those are the ones that kind of call my attention, but I don't know. I think the one that is calling my attention a lot because of the dip is Netflix. That I think is gonna give me a nice opportunity there. Other than that, yeah, no, nothing else. No other one. Do you have any that I should consider? Let me know there in the chat. Let me see. Mellon Bank invested money into ARRNF, which is rare for big bank to invest in a penny stock. I have 10K shares and already made money, bought at 24. Sold at the last high it hit a couple months back. I sold for 50 cents, hence why I have 10K shares now. Okay. Amazon is pursuing two super projects, a big box super center physical store near Chicago to compete with retailers like Walmart and Target. Yeah. Target near me is a little bit popular, but but I don't see as much foot traffic as with Costco and Walmart though. In those near me. I bought again at 23 at to 27 range, 1K shares a piece. Nice. Google poof. Let me see. Walmart Plus is on par with Amazon Prime, just doesn't have the extras that Amazon membership comes with. Yeah, I like Amazon. I like Amazon a lot. Wish I still held WMT. Yeah. Well, Jeremy, I wish I ever added into WMT into Walmart, honestly. I wish it was one of the stocks I would have started with, honestly. And it has a dividend. It's not much now, but it's a 0.82%. But look at the dividend growth, 13.2%. Payout ratio is only 32.8%. Wow. And they're buying back shares. Look at this, 0.59% buyback yield. And they have grown their dividend for 53 years. Look at this, the dividend growth in the last couple of years. Before that, it was at 1%, but as of recently, 9% and then 13%. Yeah, I think Walmart is one of those good stocks to hold for the future. It's one of those like I think Walmart is one of those companies like a Procter and Gamble, like a Johnson and Johnson that you hold for the long term. I think Walmart is a very strong company to me, my opinion. Not financial advice, but yeah, to me it's one of those very good stocks. Mag 7 all going down. In the after hours, you mean? Let me see Nvidia. Nvidia. Yeah, but not by much though. Look at this. It's only down 0.58%. Let me see Tesla. Tesla is down 0.5%. Yeah, there's no stocks like really selling off like that by that much. You know what I mean? Maybe by the morning it's gonna be different, but you know, yeah, you missed this part. Which part? Let me see, Anders. I took bowling in college. Nice. Yeah, yeah. I like going bowling. I like going bowling. Have fun for a little bit. Jeremy, if Nike can break a hold $70, he's off to the races. The only thing, Jeremy, I don't know, but it's just, you know, there's so many brands out there. I don't know if Nike is the juggernaut it was before, you know. No, I'm using that word a lot today, but I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I just see a lot of brands out there. A lot. A lot of brands out there. I don't think Nike is as popular as it used to be. Anders, make me take a PE class. I am going to take a fun one. Wait, JPOW have a speed today? 20 minutes ago. Is that why the market is in the red? Oh, Jerome Powell. Okay. Probably. We gotta take a look. Let me see. WMT and Amazon will become the retail duopoly. Yep. I agree with you, Jeremy, 100%. I think those two will be. Let me see. Fed news today. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Today's major Federal Reserve news involves a shocking development. The Department of Justice has served Chair Jerome Powell with subpoenas threatening criminal indictment over his testimony about the Fed's building renovations, which Powell claims is a political pressure intended to influence monetary policy, while also amidst speculation about Trump's potential next Fed chair pick. Oh, wow. Let me see. The DOJ is issue of indictment against Powell related to his June testimony about the Federal Reserve's building renovations, which Powell says are a pretext for political pressure to control interest rates. Okay, there's a whole thing about this right now. So this is why the market is going down. It's not even because, you know, it's not even because revenues are going down or anything like that. It's just, you know, Some DOJ news. Wow. Let's see tomorrow. Uber is great. Get it. From Leo. Yeah, I like Uber. I have Uber in my watch list. I like it. I like the company. Yeah, he might be one. Hold on. Where's my taking a look at XRP? I have it right here in my Google watch list. So it's right now $85. Let me see. In the last 6 months, it's down 10.4%. But I do like Uber. I do like Uber. I think for the future, especially, I think Waymo, right, is have some business with them. They're partners. Let me see. It is in the last year is up 30%. And in the last 5 years is up 53.8%. I like Uber. I like Uber too. Together with Netflix. I like both of these. Uber stocks heads into Monday with robotaxi rules back in focus after Waymo protest. Yeah, I like Uber. I like Uber. Let me see. I mean 1 hour ago. Okay, that's from the news, right? The Jerome Powell's news. I like Uber back in the 60s. Yeah, that would be nice. I will consider, even though PE reaches at 10. Well, I have to do a little bit more. Like, where would I like to enter if Uber takes a nice dip? Let me see. It's at a 10 PE ratio. 4 PE is at 25.3 though. Let me see the financials real quick. Look at that revenue growth. I like this revenue growth. Growing very well. It's at $13.4 billion. Year over year, look at this. 20%, 20.3%. Operating income, 1.11%. Let me see the shares outstanding. They're issuing shares, so that's not a good, that's not good. But Uber is still growing though. Free cash flow margin is still in the positive. Profit margin 49%. Look at that. Operating margin is in the positive at 8%. Let me see the earnings per share. Well, they've been diluting the shareholders, so it's at $3.18 though. Let me see. Do they have any stock-based compensation though? I haven't taken a look at that. Total debt, they have $13.3 billion in debt. Wow. Let me see. Yeah. Well, it has slowed down the stock-based compensation. Look at this. At $465 million. No dividend from Uber. But I like Uber. Hopefully it goes down in share price. Goo, investor ready are saying calls for tomorrow morning. LOL. I don't know much about cover calls, but Jeremy does, and I think the Thrill also. So Brainchild, nice to see you there in the chat. Nice to see that you came in the live stream. Music Novice, Max 7 is getting rotated on, it seems. VTV has been looking nice lately. Ooh, nice. Wish I would have bought more PG under 140. That was a steal. Yeah. I liked it. I bought one share though. I spent some of my cash on it. At 138, I think it was. What stocks do you have in your Roth, Jay? So no. I don't max it out. I should. Honestly, I should max my Roth. That's a very good question, David. I should max out my Roth though. I should, but I'm trying to really grow my taxable. I'm really trying to grow and focus on my taxable. I like the tax-free the tax-free benefit from the Roth IRA, but I really like investing in my taxable though. I don't max it out. I wish I would. If I make more money, I would put more. But as of right now, I've been doing more the taxable. I could give you one that I have in my Roth. My largest position. My largest position. I don't have any stocks. Single stocks. But this one is my largest position. SCHG. That's my largest position. I forgot how many shares I have. I gotta check. I gotta double check. But I bought a couple more shares last week. I bought a couple more shares of SCHG. I think I still have like $100 in cash in my Roth. So I gotta make some purchases. But this is my largest position in my Roth. David. Is 0.04 expense ratio for any of you guys that don't know what SCHG is. But the average annual return has been 16.6% since inception. This is including the dividend, even though the dividend is very small, 0.36%. This one is mostly growth. But look at that share price appreciation, 924% since inception. So I have SCHG. This is my largest position in my Roth IRA. And the one single stock though, David, that I would like to add into my Roth is Meli, Mercado Libre. Because I think that's one stock that I would love to buy and hold for like, 10 years at least. Jeremy, Walmart is far from a PG. It is quietly becoming a tech giant behind the scenes. Yeah, true. But what I meant was like, like a company that you could hold long term, like very long term. I think Walmart is big. I think Walmart is a great stock to hold, for 10, 15, 20 years, honestly. I don't think Walmart is going to go away anytime soon. I don't think Walmart is going to suffer the Sears and Kmart effect. Not at all. I don't think so. Not financial advice, but I think Walmart is always going to be there. I don't think, they continue to evolve with time and with how businesses are developing, because now they're even pretty much like competing with Amazon, and Amazon has been taking a lot of market share in the e-commerce, but Walmart is not staying behind. Walmart is doing their thing. They have their Walmart Plus. They have their deliveries now with some of those partnerships that Jeremy mentioned there. Yeah, Walmart is definitely big. I like Walmart. WMT has been a tech giant for ages, but more in the background compared to an Amazon. Yep. That percentage is growing. Nike to the moon. The Nike suit that Nicolas Maduro was wearing when brought in sold out in minutes. Everybody wanted to dress like him. That's funny. But yeah, I like Nike, and I would like for Nike to do better though, because I do like it. I have a couple Nikes there, ones that I bought. I got them right here. The ones. Hold on. I like Nikes, so I do have Nikes. I wore them once, twice. Sorry, I wore them today. But yeah, I like Nike. But I just see so many brands, man. There's the Hoka brand. There's Under Armour. There's what else? Just there's so many brands nowadays. I missed that thrill. Gonna check it out. LOL. Yeah, that was funny. Yep. I own 39 shares of Nike. Nice. The thrill. Nice. Yep. Down 20%. Oh, you're down 20% on your 39 shares? Not nice. LOL. I was there, but I kept buying to the dip. Now I'm down 4%. My Roth is 70-30%. SCHD, SCHY. Nice. But you're much older, so yeah, that definitely makes sense. Some very nice dividends there. In the Roth. Woo, tax free. Definitely good. That will be me in the future. That will be me in the future, honestly. That will definitely be me in the future. But a big chunk of my Roth IRA is SCHG. Let it grow and then hopefully take some of those gains later on. I think Target is gonna be the is going the way of Kmart. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I personally I wouldn't invest in Target. You know, I will definitely you know, they're not, I don't know what's going on with Target. Like they need to look at Walmart and Amazon and see what they're doing and change, man. They're not gonna, you know, even though their stores are nice, but they gotta evolve, you know. That was one of the words that came out in the last live stream, you know, evolve. You gotta evolve, you know. We can't you know, we can't invest in stocks, right? Like we're not gonna get rich, or we're not gonna have the same growth, or we're not gonna have growth with the same stocks that Warren Buffett bought in the 50s and 60s, right? You know, because maybe some of those are no longer here, right? Because companies need to evolve. So Warren Buffett had to continue buying into other stocks, you know, to continue to evolve. So that's something that every company gotta do. They gotta evolve. They can't stay stuck um, with the way things are, with the way things are evolving right now. Businesses are growing, man. You know, so some of these they gotta grow. I think Nike too, man. Nike gotta. I know they're very focused on athletes and that's it, but they gotta start looking another way. Nike gotta start looking another way because there's a lot more popularity right now in other things that are not sports related. So they gotta start looking um for some more celebrities or something that can help them grow. You know, honestly, honestly, I did that with T. Now I'm up good from Brigger of Dividends. The three all laughing. Adidas seems popular here in Korea. Oh, that's very good to know. But I do see some Nike here too. Yeah, yeah, it's very good to know. But there's just a lot of brands out there, man. There's a lot of brands. There's even like for example, content creators making their own brands. You know what I mean? You got a lot of stuff out there. Like for example, didn't Chris Bumstead, you know, a bodybuilder, didn't he make his own brand too? There's a couple people like that. There's that, you know. I think Nike should start looking into sponsoring some content creators or something. I don't know. Maybe giving some deals like that. I used to work at Nike. I have no stock, but I do have some sneakers that can be purchased. Okay. All right. Some exclusive shoes. That's pretty cool though. That's pretty cool. For some reason, you kept skipping my point. 6% of Americans are in some type of GLP-1 medication. That means they all need a new wardrobe, and that number is growing. Okay. No, I wasn't skipping it. I just it's just there's so many comments. There is so many comments though. but but yeah, that is true. But there's just a lot, Thrill. You know, there's just a lot of brands out there, and the younger generation, that's the one that is gonna be um the next what's the word, like shopping. You know, um the next generation that is gonna be shopping, right, and buying some of these consumables. Um, so what are they interested in? What are they interested in? You know, what brands? And um you know, I think we got to start looking at this young generation that is in college, in high school, to see what they're liking. And I feel like they're liking more some different things, you know. They're not liking like the same stuff that we did when we were in school, you know. Nike was extremely popular. I like Nike. It's not that I don't like Nike. Um, but I just think that they just gotta evolve, man. They gotta invest, And I see your point. The 6% of America's Americans need a new wardrobe. Yeah, yeah. It's just I don't know. I don't know. I have a different perspective on um the brand, the clothing brand. Because I don't see a lot of people, really. Even when I go to the stores, when I went to the mall, I went recently to the mall and I went to the outlet, and even to New York. Like I saw people, and I was looking at what people were wearing, and not many people was wearing really Nike like that, and Jordan eventually, the Jordan brand is probably, because Jordan was from our times, right? Whenever we used to watch NBA and all that. But what is the later generation gonna like? I don't know. I see people holding specialty Nike as assets. Some people are less brand focused, price over name. Yeah. That's a very good point right there. Yeah. Yeah, if you see, there's a lot of creators too, man, that are making their own brands. That's what makes me nervous though. On this whole thing with brand clothing. Nike is like Apple. It has a loyal following. Yeah. That is true. Apple is yeah. Apple is hard to change from Apple to like a Samsung or something like that, honestly. I got everything Apple here in the house. Since I changed from Samsung to Apple, I have not gone back, and I don't even think I'm ever gonna go back. Um, but what do you think about the younger generation? The next, the next, oh man, the next group of consumers. What do they like? Are they more into Nike? Like, is Nike really? Let me take a quick look at Nike. It's just I'm nervous. Not that I don't like Nike. It's just I'm nervous about Nike's future. That's all it is. To be honest. Yeah. If you see, let me see. Yeah. So the revenue has been pretty flat. Let me see the growth. Yeah, it's been like in the negative. Also, yeah, been slightly in the positive. Slightly. Until it doesn't, you won't catch me investing in a clothing brand from X. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of companies, there's a lot of competition out there. For me, this is the difference. All right, let me see. Nike's new CEO is Elio Hill, a longtime company veteran who returned from retirement to take the helm in October 2024. Okay. Okay. All right. It's just, it's like Leo Ramirez. Don't get Nike. It's too much competition. That's my only worry. Like, there's a lot of competition out there. There's just a lot. And Nike needs to evolve. I think Nike, let me see. Let me see something. Let me see what they are. Let me see something. Maybe in Google Gemini, it will probably be better. In AI mode. Where can I see Nike concert athletes? I like it, but let me see. Yeah, they have people like LeBron, Kevin Durant, Giannis, and Ja Morant. After LeBron James and Kevin Durant retire, like, who else is that popular? Some of these players are good players, but Ja Morant keeps on thinking that he's a dog, so which is unfortunate. WNBA Caitlin Clark, that's a big one. She's very popular. Aja Wilson, she's good. Aja Wilson, she's good. Sabrina Ionescu. Football is Ronaldo, which has a lifetime deal. Mbappe, Haaland, and Rashford. Tennis, Rafael Nadal, Naomi Osaka, Carlos Alcaraz, and Serena Williams. Golf, Tiger Woods. You know, like if you see the popular names here, they're about to retire. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo, even though Ronaldo is big, Ronaldo is gonna be big. LeBron James is also gonna be big, but once they retire, I give them some time, and then some of these guys are gonna lose some fame. You know, some of these guys will lose some fame. You know, I don't know. NFL draft class 2025. Let me see. Here, Sanders, Ashton Genty, and Ryan Williams. Let me see. I don't know. A leading athlete by sport. Victor Wembanyama, Devin Booker. Devin Booker is a good player, but not as popular. Soccer, Sam Kerr, Vinicius. I don't know, man. It's not that I don't like the brand. I love the brand. I love the Nike brand, but I just think that there's a lot of competition. Nike may trade on sentiment more than fundamentals. Yeah. That's a very, very good point right there. Very good point. By the way, once I get 30 to 50%, I'm out. LOL. From Nike. Yeah, I don't wanna, you know, I'm just giving you my opinion on from my perspective, from my point of view. Okay, change the conversation. Okay, I like Nike as a brand, but for investment, I don't know, difficult choice. Finanzas con estilo. All right, let's just change the conversation. What else do you guys want to talk about? Yeah, I'm sorry, Thrill. I'm sorry. You know, sorry about that. But yeah, what other stock do you guys want to talk about? Let me know there in the chat. I'll wait. Hey, I don't think I have any other points. Hold on. 9 o'clock, so I still have some time. It's not bedtime yet. There's 19 of you, 16 likes. Please don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Let me see. Never own Nike stock or items. I like their stuff. I like their stuff. I got 2 pairs right here. And I showed you guys before. I got 2 pairs. I got that one. And I got this one. I got the black ones too. Air Maxes. You know, haven't worn them yet. I might use them in Puerto Rico though. Haven't worn them yet, but I might use them in Puerto Rico though. Let me see. Does Nike really have more competition than PG or BAC when you really think about it? That's let me think about it. Let me think about your thing. Yeah. Does Nike really have more competition than PG or BAC when you really think about it? BAC, yeah, JP Morgan Chase is a better bank. You know, yeah, there's a lot of competition out there. That's why BAC, I do want to sell it and go into Visa. Why? Because even though Visa does have more, has some competition, or I guess, yeah, right, like MasterCard. I do want to go from BAC to Visa so I can, you know, so I can have the company that is being used by all those banks, not just one bank. That is something. That is true. You're very good. You got me on that one. Procter & Gamble does have a lot of competition too, especially with Costco, with their own brand. Walmart also have their own brand, but I tell you this, Procter & Gamble's products are better though. I have bought some of those brands and they're nowhere near, you know, Procter & Gamble's brands. Like Bounty paper towels. Which brand beats Bounty paper towels? Let me know there in the chat. I think, you know, I think Procter & Gamble is a good company, even though they do have some competition. But yeah, that's a very good point, Jeremy. I was thinking the same from the thrill. Yep. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. All right, let me see. Finanzas con estilo. Have you heard about this ETF, SPMO? Looks interesting. Let's take a quick look at it. Let's take a quick look at it. SPMO. Invesco. Let me see. All right, so this is Invesco S&P 500 Momentum ETF. Expense ratio is 0.13%. Dividend yield is 0.73%. Let me see. 102 holdings. Inception, when was inception? Inception day was 2015, and it has had 17.9% average annual return since inception. Let me take a quick look. All right, so those are very nice returns right there. In the last 5 years, it is up 125%. Let me see holdings. It has a nice amount in technology, 24.3. Broadcom is the top holding. Nvidia, Meta, JPM, Palantir Technology, Netflix, which is one I want to add. 3.59% of Netflix. Walmart, topic today, which is good. I like Walmart. I like Walmart a lot. You know, Visa 3.48%. GE Aerospace, Oracle, quite a few great companies right here. Quite a few great companies. So this one, how about if I compare it to the S&P, SPMO, and then I'm gonna compare it to VOO. Let me see. I don't want to see the dividend growth. I want to see the stock price. Hold on. Price change. Oh wow, SPMO has some very nice share price appreciation, 370% in the last 10 years since 2016, compared to the S&P, which is 262%. Wow. Wow. Let me see the total return. Oh wow. Has outperformed the S&P by a lot. This is good. 432% total returns in the last 10 years. This one looks good. The dividend yield is much lower, 0.73%. Yeah, $13 billion in assets under management. The expense ratio is much higher, is a 0.13%, but it has had very good returns right there. Yeah, 17.9%. It looks good. It looks good. I like this. I like this ETF. I like this one. Let me see. Let me take a quick look at it real quick. The fund tracks an index of 100 S&P 500 components with the strongest volatility adjusted momentum. SPMO was launched on October 9 and is issued by Invesco. I like this one. Has very good returns right there. I would just need to read about it a little bit more, but you know, I like that. Let me see the dividend. Yeah, but you don't really go for the dividend on this one. This is really for share price appreciation, and it has beaten the S&P by a lot in the last 10 years. It definitely looks interesting. Finanzas con estilo. Definitely does. I have 5 pairs of ATOMS shoes though. There's a million clothing brands, just like there's a million cleaning products and banks. But you go with the leaders because they have the capital to reinvest or get through the bad times. That is very true. That is very true. Jeremy, very good points. You do have to go with the best ones. X, we need adaptive clothing. When it's hot, the material cools down, and when cold, it heats up. 2026, I'm ready for the sci-fi I've been promised from watching movies as a kid. Brainchild, my daughter just said that in high school the kids still love Jordans. Okay, that's a good point right there, Brainchild. That's a very, very good point. Very, very good point. Music M. SPMO has outperformed S&P with better drawdowns. Yeah. It looks like it's been good. It's been performing very good. Let me see. What do you think about Workday? What do you mean? What do you think about Workday? I'm not getting the question, David. If you could be a little bit more specific. Maybe I'm just not thinking straight right now. I think I posted SPMO before. It's a good ETF from the thrill. Yeah, we probably did look at it. Just we have looked at so many stocks and so many ETFs. I honestly, forgot about it. But you probably did. Let me see the thrill. Jeremy, what are the chart says for HIMS? HIMS looks like $25 is the next stop. What? Let me see HIMS. Let's take a quick look at HIMS. Let's see. HIMS. It went down 6.4% in the last day. Down 5% in the last 5 days. It's still down 18.9% in the last month. In the last year, it's up 23%. But yeah, it looks like it's going down right now. It's on a downtrend right now. Unfortunately, Trill. Yeah. Yeah, let me see. David, is the stock Workday? I'm still not getting your question though. What do you mean by that? What do you think about Workday? I don't know what you mean by that, honestly. And there's wonder if I could run all of Jay's channel through Notebook LM and get him a summary of what and when we looked at stocks. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Maybe that will help. SPMO is roughly 15% of my portfolio. Ooh, nice. Nice. Has had some great returns though. Grok says nothing has beat SPMO consistently in recent years. That's good. That's good. Yeah, no, it looks good. It looks good. And probably Thrill did put it there in the chat before. The expense ratio is a little bit high, but it's manageable. It's not that crazy though. 0.13%. I kind of like that expense ratio with the performance he has had, honestly. So it looks like it's let me see. Yeah. So looks good. It looks good though. It looks good. Oxy looks like it's setting up for a breakout. Oh, that's good. Is it up in the after hours? That's one stock I was thinking on adding, honestly. Before. But I never did. Let me see. Let me show you guys real quick. It is up in the last 5 days 1%. Let me see. Last month 3%. Last 6 months 5.95%. Last year is down 16%. It's at $42 right now. Let's see where Oxy goes. Workday is a stock, David. Give him the ticker symbol. Yeah. Okay. Let me take a look. Workday. Yeah, that is best if you guys give me the ticker symbol though. Okay, it's WDAY. Yeah, if you guys give me the ticker symbol, is better. Let me see. WDAY. Workday Inc. provides enterprise cloud applications in the United States. Let me see. This is a software application and manage financial processes such as payables and receivables, identify real-time financial, operational, and management insights. Wow, 20,000 employees. This big company. Market cap 54 billion. PE ratios are 87. Forward PE at 20. The price target is $279, so it's 35% from here. Let me see. In the last month is down 6.25%. In the last year is down 18%. And in the last 5 years is down 9%. Let me see. Oh, look at that revenue. It's growing very well. Steadily growing. Let me see. Is this company, one of my questions will be, this company will benefit from AI though? That will be good. 12.59% revenue growth year over year as of recently. Let me see. Operating income is growing also, which is good. Let me see the shares outstanding. They're diluting the shareholder though. They're 265.8 million shares though. So they're issuing shares. I gotta take a look at the stock-based compensation. The earnings per share is at 95 cents right now. And that's because they're diluting a shareholder. Let me see. The free cash flow is at 550 million. Let me see the gross margin 75%, operating margin 10%. Let me see the profit margin real quick. It's at 10.3%. Free cash flow margin 22.6%. Let me see the debt. Total debt is at $3.79 billion in debt. Let me see the stock-based compensation is growing. No, it has gone down in the last 2 quarters, but it grew a lot though in April. 459 million in stock-based compensation. They need to control the stock-based compensation, but I know a lot of those software companies, that's what they do. It looks good so far. I don't know much about the company though. I don't know much about the company. I don't know much about it, but it looks like it's growing from what I see there, their earnings and everything. So yeah, it looks good so far from what I see. Stock-based compensation, they gotta control it a little bit more, David, for sure. So let me see. True Story SPMO. I like it. Expensive ratio even lower than QQQ and QQQM. Yeah, no, I like it. I like it too. I like SPMO. It looks good. You know, it looks really good. The thrill, Jeremy, does it make sense to sell at $36 call on HEMS 30 days out? What do you think, Jeremy? A good question right there from the thrill. It's a good question right there. Yeah. It has been going down in the past month or so. So let's see where it goes, HEMS. All right. Let me see something real quick. All right. There's 16 of you guys there, 17 likes. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Very important. We reach as many as 23 people today in the live stream. 24 actually. That was the top. 24 people. There was 6 people only at one point. But it's good that you guys are there in the chat still. We had a very long conversation in some of the stocks, which it has been good. What else? Anything else, guys, that you guys want to take a look? Low premiums. I'm waiting for $25 to start selling puts again. Maybe in the future I'll probably do some of that, but not right now, not yet. But that's good. That's good. if you guys want to talk about cover calls and puts and all that, you know, Jeremy Thrill be doing that. I forgot who else does it, but they both be doing some of those moves in there in the chat. Let me see what else. I think I pretty much spoke to you guys about everything that I wanted to talk about, which was Visa, Bank of America. I'm really hoping that Visa will give me an opportunity soon to buy some more. Do you guys think it will go under $300? You know, Visa. Let me see. Uber Technologies. That is one. Futures are red. And all Friday gains are gone. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. All futures are pretty much, pretty much red. Yeah, and it keeps going down actually. Look at this. um 6,900. The S&P 500, the Dow, it's down 0.41% also. And I'm buying SCHD tomorrow, so hopefully it goes down a little bit more. I gotta buy SCHD for the weekly challenge, so let's see how it goes. Thanks, Jeremy. I'm trying to figure out how to and when to sell covered calls. Okay, that's good. That's good. WMT up 2%. We were talking about Walmart. We were talking good about Walmart. That was a good topic today. Oh yeah, it's up 2% in the overnight hours. I wish I had a Walmart position in my portfolio, honestly. That's one stock that I wish I had in my portfolio. Walmart. Honestly. I like Walmart. Wonder how my ex-US stuff will look. My ex-US stuff will look. Oxy will sell off now from Michael. Let's see what happens. Amazon down 1%, but everything is trending red. Let me see Amazon real quick. Yeah, let's see how it goes this week. It is down to 244. I do want it in the 220s. I could throw a few more dollars in there. In Amazon. So hopefully it goes down a little bit more. But let's see. Music. SCHD was up 0.28%. LOL. Yeah, SCHD is not up much. Let me see. Yeah, it's only up a couple cents. Not much. 0.08 cents. The thrill. I want Visa at 325. Will buy 50% of the passion. Then hopefully dips. Yeah, I want Visa like under. I'm okay in the 320s. Honestly, so I could build up a little bit more. But if it goes under 320, that would be great. You know, for me, honestly, I would love to buy under 320. Would love if it goes under down under $300 though. All right, let me see what else. I think this is pretty much it, guys, for today. Unless you guys have anything else to talk about, but I think that's pretty much it. Let me see. Watch MoneyVest channel Thrill. His older videos have more explanation of when. I watch a lot of metrics to try to time higher premiums. Oh, that's the channel that I was gonna mention earlier. MoneyVest channel. I do watch it sometimes too. Jeremy was the one that put it there. Yeah. Got some good info. Post videos every day though. Every day. MoneyVest. I'll show you guys real quick. Hold on. Let me show you guys real quick. I do have it right here. Let me go right here real quick. This is the channel that Jeremy is talking about. I'll show you guys right here. This is the one. Yeah, I do watch it too. I do watch it too. I haven't watched it in the last couple of days, but I do watch it too. Yeah, have some good information right there. For sure. I may build a small utility portfolio. Wish I had 10K to throw into NEE. Let me see. NEE. Next era energy. Yeah. This one, I've seen this one before. People talking about it too. 25 PE ratio, 4 PE 21. But yeah, it's up in the last year 13%. In the last 5 years, it's flat. It's pretty much down only 1%. Price target, they have it at 92.2. No utility companies have called my attention just yet, but you know, very good idea. Position, LOL. Time for sleep, server upgrade planning and upgrades. Yuck. Michael, what time do you start each evening on or night looking at charts? Meaning like in the live stream or me myself like at home? If it's like me myself, pretty much like in the afternoon. Like I look at stuff right before I go to bed, you know, sometimes whenever I can, whenever I'm not tired. I work long days though, so Michael, so then it's a little bit. I do listen to some of the videos, like for example that one from Moneyvest. I like listening to it while I'm commuting. That's also one of the other channels that I do listen to. I like to listen to some of those channels like that they'll talk about the share price, the earnings, and all that while I am commuting. You know, I like to listen to some of that throughout the day and stuff. When I go to work and when I leave work, pretty much. I like listening to some of the YouTube channels that talk about the earnings and the daily share price of some stocks, of the stock market. So yeah, I do that. So yeah. Let me see. I like Stocked Up channel, daily news, and they share their portfolios, very informative. Do I have that one? Let me see. Let me see if I have. I think I follow that one too. Or maybe not. Let me see. Stocked Up. Let me see. Average Joe. Oh, I don't think I follow that one. I mean, let me look at that. Stocked Up. Let me see. Is it this one? Is this the one you're talking about? Is this the one? Let me know there in the chat if that's the one, Brainchild. Oh, and Jeremy also watches it too. I like Stocked Up too. Thanks, Jeremy. I've been watching him, but man, I can't figure out the charts. Yeah. Yeah, some of the some of the charts that they explain. Yeah, it's just, you know, if you are an active investor, like a very active one, then yeah, some of these channels are good for that. You know, if you're very active. I gotta learn the charts. That's a huge part of being active. Yep. Yeah, that's the one. Let me subscribe so I can just gonna subscribe so I can listen to it though. I can listen to it real quick. I'm gonna listen to a couple of those videos. I'm gonna listen to them. All right, man. I think this is pretty much it. I think it's 9:30 already, so it's pretty much almost time to go to bed. And what else? yeah, I'm gonna see what I'm gonna be buying this week. In my portfolio, and I know I'm gonna be buying some SCHD tomorrow. I don't know if I think I'm almost done buying Vici. I don't know if I want to put more money into Vici properties. Because I'm almost at 60 shares already. So I think I want to stop at 60. I think I want to stop at 60 shares on Vici properties. And let me see. Yeah, Procter and Gamble. Let me see. Procter and Gamble, I'm at 12.9 shares. So I think I want to buy a little bit more too. Let me see. Good night from Brainchild. Nice. The investor channel with the Fang stock recap show every Friday is one of my favorites. I gotta take a look at that. Investor channel with the Fang. Let me see real quick. Is that the name? Investor. Let me see. No, I can't find it. I can't find it. Maybe on the next one. Maybe on the next one. We could take a look at there. But yeah, I do like to listen to some of these channels, especially while I'm commuting. I put on my headphone on one ear and I start listening to them. All right, so yeah, I think this is gonna be pretty much it, guys. It's 9:32 p.m. Pretty much I'm about to go to bed. Gotta go to the gym in the morning. Let me see. I'll subscribe, Jeremy. I haven't listened to the investor channel yet. The investor channel. That's the one. I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna take a look at it. But yeah, I think this is gonna be pretty much it, guys. See, look up Fang stock recap show. Let me take a look at this before I go to bed. Fang stock recap. Oh, they come out right here. This is what comes up. The investor channel. Is this the one? Is that the one? If this is the one, then I'll take a look at it probably tomorrow. I'll probably take a look at it tomorrow. All right, everyone. Please don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Very important. Okay, that's it. That's good. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the live stream. You know, very, very important to continue to help the channel grow. And let me see. Yep, that's the one. So I'm gonna take a look at it, Jeremy. And let me see. Ooh, there's a couple comments that I gotta reply back from you guys. Let me see. I have a couple comments in here from my latest video. Yep, got a couple comments. Thank you from M. Thank you for stopping by. LW sell frozen potatoes like fries to MCD and all the rest in the sector that school that LW could bounce being down from $65. But yeah, but pretty much that's it for me. Thank you so much for being in the live stream today, guys. Let me see how many of you are here. And I've been kind of like dragging the end, but there is, hold on, it's loading. There's 12 of you guys there. 12. Wow, nice. Nice. Really, really like hanging out with you guys. But yeah, you know, let's see how it goes. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night, fellas. Market looks bullish, so be ready to make some money this week. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully Jeremy is right. But I also want some buying opportunities too. So all right, everyone. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And I hope you enjoy this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.